The very first one is going to be you haven't been to China before, so you know nothing about importation. You haven't been to China before. Whatever thing you are building around your importation business is trash. You basically know nothing. It's a trend that you have to avoid. In fact, don't allow yourself to listen to things like that, because every single experience that you are getting right now is very, very important. Nobody woke up and just found themselves traveling to China. No, they also went through a process. So if somebody is discouraging you today from you going through your process, you should understand that you need to avoid absorbing those things into your system. If somebody at this particular point in their mini importation journey, they know how to buy on 1688, it is not trash, because they engage with suppliers from these places. They have gotten some failed orders before. They at least all of those things, they are part of experience. Somebody too is there, they haven't bought from 1688 before, but they have mastered the way of buying from direct suppliers, and they are making very good use of it. In fact, there are many people that have been doing business for years and they have never gone to China themselves to actually go and source for their items. And they are doing just right. That small thing that you are learning or you are experiencing around your mini importation, make sure you take it serious, learn it well, and get all the experience that you want. Nobody slept and dreamed that they were in China, woke up and found themselves in China. Any single person that is a guru in sourcing in China, at a point they were a beginner like yourself. So they went through a process. So why would somebody discourage you from going through a process? Now, I'm not saying that if you have money to travel to China, don't travel to China. No, that's not what I'm saying. It is a beautiful experience that every mini importer wants to experience or should experience. Okay. Right now that those things are not part of your plans, or you don't have the means to travel to China, whatever thing that you are doing, it is also importation that you are doing. Whatever sourcing that you are doing, it is also sourcing. Do and do it right. Get the experience. There was a time that I haven't even heard of importation before. That's how it is for every single body. Anybody at all that is a guru today, there was a particular point in their life that they didn't even know about it. They probably heard it from somebody or from the media, like from somewhere. They had the idea from somewhere and they built on it, had the experience, and now they are successful around whatever thing that they are doing. So please, it is a gradual process. When you get to that stage, you are going to still pass. Okay? But for right now, do not trash any single information that you know about importation. It is not only when you travel to China that you will know every single thing about importation. We are over here, but every single thing that we know as at right now, we are keeping, and we are keeping it very well. So this particular trend, make sure that it doesn't get to you, it doesn't, overshadow you and make you feel like whatever thing that you already know right now in your importation, it is not really important. It is not something that can sustain your importation business. It can sustain you. In fact, we have big importers who have the means to travel to China, but they haven't been there. Okay, I'm not saying that like it is bad to go, but maybe it is their choice. I'm just saying that even those that haven't gone, they are still able to do their business the way they are supposed to do it. So whatever knowledge that you have right now, make sure you build and you build on it right. The next one is going to be the importation have failed. Like importation business have failed, or importation business have casted, as most of us usually say. Okay, avoid it. It's something that when you are constantly listening to, it gets to a point that you are not trying to put in your best in your importation business. It makes you feel that why should I go and join a bus that is heading towards the pit? So it brings your morale down, it brings your spirit down. It doesn't make you try to bring something in your mini importation business. Importation business having failed, okay? We have just gotten to the point in our importation business that we have a lot of competition. Most people are getting into the mini importation space, so it means that we just have to re-innovate. We just have to put new structures in place in order to make our importation a successful one. It doesn't mean that it has failed. Are you going to say that the fact that many people are getting into a particular profession or a particular skill or something like that, you wouldn't get into it because other people are going into it? Then it means that you are not ready to crack your brain to bring out new ideas. But if you are ready to crack your brain to bring out new ideas, it only means that you can actually still be successful even in whatever thing that we find ourselves. And I feel that instead of us panicking and trying to blame others and trying to complain and whatever, we should use that same energy and find innovative ways to make our importation business work. Next trend that you need to avoid as a mini importer is trying to follow the crowd. I see most beginner mini importers, especially on TikTok, and I'm like, you'll be here for a very long time because no, and you see, statements like this, I'm not trying to say the person is not going to make it or something, but importation have changed. A whole lot of things have changed. And if you are not trying to keep up with the new things that have changed, and you are coming to follow what somebody is doing in importation, all in the name of trend, it will be very long. You will go through a very long process, like a very long journey. You will still be going because you don't need to follow the crowd. Just imagine if every single person in the world was the same and every single person in the world had the same traits, had the same everything. Whatever trend that you see somebody do, there is something that makes it up, which is not you. So why are you trying to, by force, copy what another person is doing? Now, I'm not saying that we don't learn from each other. I learn from my fellow importers. My fellow importers also learn from me, okay? But there's a whole difference in learning from somebody and trying to follow them blindly. Avoid following the crowd blindly. So if you are getting into importation or you are already into importation, make sure that you are coming up with your own innovations that is actually going to help in your mini importation business, and stop following the crowd. This brings us to the very end of this video. Do well to like, share, and do not forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Is bye bye.